Come one, come all, spontaneous views. Let me get the BS out the way. Obviously, you know that the Knicks let me down, so it's a different hat today. This is a old school Yankees hat. I think it's like a Negro League hat, whatever, you know. I don't even be watching baseball like that. I'm just trying to set the tone for this video. Set the tone. Shout out to Ghostface. Unfortunately, I'm going to be talking about P. Diddy and the buildup of a P. Diddy and the high level of his past, what he meant to hip hop, and obviously the allegations, with Cassie with the back in November, and now here we are in May, and we're looking at a video that's right now it's 8 years old and it just came out. So regardless of who leaked it, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, and it should have been out, But let me just backtrack. I did a blog about P. Diddy briefly a couple months ago, maybe about 3 months ago, because I felt the spirit that I knew something was about to happen to Diddy, especially when you study the music industry and you study how rituals are happen. You have these music industry rituals that happen, and unfortunately, Puff Daddy at the time, he's P. Diddy, whatever his name is, he a Puff right now to me. So, unfortunately, he's subjecting himself as the quote unquote selling his soul. I'm jumping right in. This is the P. Diddy blog. Just a brief glance. Puff Daddy started obviously Bad Boy. He started actually he was at Uptown Records with Andre Harrell. Rest in peace. I'm going to be bringing up a few names that was around P. Diddy at that time, the Uptown days. You had the Jodeci's, Mary J. Blige, Heavy D came along. Who else? You had Al B. Shaw was kind of and he was around also. Al B. Shaw, and when you deal with like the Kim Porters and a lot of figures that Puffy was around, but just to look at that dynamic. All those individuals almost basically lost their life or almost lost their life. Kim Porter is passed. Heavy D is passed. Andre Harrell has passed. Al B. Shaw had he was in a coma for about 3 months or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Al B. Shaw. Y'all know Al B. Shaw. It was just strange that when you look back at it, that Puff Daddy had a lot of people around him that passed. Even when you look at record label, you have the artist that was on Bad Boy. You have Black Rob, rest in peace. Craig Mack, rest in peace. G. Dep turned himself in. Now, when you look back at the G. Dep situation, everybody was like, why he turned himself in? Because he probably knew something. He probably had a death wish on him. He'll probably never admit it, but when I look at it now, when I'm looking at this Puff Daddy situation and who he was involved with, the Loons went to prison. Shine went to prison. Not that I don't think Shine wanted to go, but I'm just saying, look at the pattern. Look at the G. Dep situation. G. Dep turned himself in. This was in the height of Bad Boy. Now, I'm not saying he didn't have that guilty conscience, to each his own, but there are other things, and this is all alleged of what I'm saying. It could have been something that he's foreseen with Puff Daddy at the time, and he thought Puff was probably going to do something shady. Because, again, even though Black Rob just passed maybe, 3 or 4 years ago, Craig Mack passed about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the exact. I didn't look that up or nothing, but I know it was in the last 3 to 5 years that they passed away. And it's just been a lot. The Lox broke away. You had, when the Lox was on Bad Boy, they wound up doing one album and then they broke off because that wasn't their fit, and surprisingly, he, just to fast forward a little bit, he's wanting to give the publishing back to these artists now. It's almost like he's getting some type of information given to him about what's going on. Now, let's move up a little bit. Let's go to the Cassie situation, because I'm not trying to make this video too long, because this back end might be a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, before I talk about the situation that happened in November when we first found out about the payoff, the settlement. You know, when I used to view Cassie, like when they used to be on the red carpet, when they used to be like out and about, she had this look to her. And I mentioned this in a Clubhouse chat I was in, and one lady said, well, maybe she just wanted to have that look, because you know how when you want to be in Hollywood, you want to have that certain look, just that gothic look, you know, just to have that, like the dark mascara and all this and that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was something deeper than that with me. When I looked at Cassie, I was like, nah, something don't seem right. She doesn't seem happy. When you're with a millionaire, multi-millionaire like Puff Daddy at that time, I'm not saying she was using him for money, but you could tell that she was not, how should I say this? I'm not saying sane. I'm saying in the sense of she was sane, but she just didn't have that. It was just something missing. I'll just say that. Something was missing to me when it came to looking at her. You know, just in these photos and on their photo shoot. Like, she never really had a big smile, like maybe in the earlier days. But as time went on, you could kind of see that Cassie she looked different. Now, let's go to this lawsuit that happened in November. Okay. Puff Daddy. Obviously, we knew something was going on because he settled quickly. Like, he settled quickly. And it was like the next day. You know, I don't have any documents, you know, and I'm definitely not playing the video. You know, it's all over the world right now. I'm definitely not incorporating that in the video or nothing like that. Not that I do anyway, but we all knew that something was going on. Now, let's look at the fact of P. Diddy prior to this video that just came out last week Friday or whatever that was. Puff Daddy denied the allegations. He was just on Twitter or one of his social media platforms, and he basically, in a nutshell, I'm paraphrasing, saying that I will be vindicated or all this is untrue. And he just went on this whole little spiel. And you really just looking like a fool right now. And it just really it got your legacy forever tarnished. And then the fact that this happened right around Biggie's birthday. Biggie's birthday just passed a couple days ago. Even though this video came out on Friday, but it's just that aura now. That aura. It's that number 7. Biggie would have been 52 years old this year. And it's that 5'2", it's that 7. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dark feeling for Biggie in this moment right now. Really, everybody that's been involved with P. Diddy. Now, let's look at this video. Let's talk about the video. I mean, we all seen the video. We see that, you know, it was something that I was at awe looking at it, you know, and just to get my perspective, you know, I kind of knew this was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I look at the, like I said, the red carpet videos, the like when they was at like any type of award show, I've always gotten this feeling that something wasn't right. I always had that feeling about their relationship. It wasn't flamboyant like when he was with J-Lo or any other. I can't think of everybody he was with, but excuse me. It just didn't. It was just, she just didn't look right. And what's crazy is that we don't know if he did that with other people he was with. Now he got other allegations coming out about back in 2003 he done assaulted someone, and you know, I'm not gonna really say it too much on here, but y'all already know what time it is. You obviously had an argument with Cassie. Let's get back to the hotel, the video. You obviously had a fight with her, or an argument. Obviously, you had a fight because they said in the paperwork that it was you gave her a black eye. She then tried to sneak out of the out of the hotel room, and you running out the hotel room with a towel on. Now, for you to be safe to do that, you probably rented out the whole top. Whatever floor y'all was on, you probably rented that whole thing out. Because you ran with a towel, found her, she's trying to get away. You then grab her, sling her down, and then start kicking her. So I can only imagine if you're in public, you're in a public area, and you telling me you're acting like that in a public area where there's cameras, that means you feel invincible. And it got you. That's what money do. Then she tried to get away, tried to call on the phone. You then followed her back. No, hold on. I'm going too fast. Hold on. Let me break this down, because this is going to be the only time I talk about this. You slung her down. I'm getting back to that when she was walking out. Fast, too, by the way. She's at the elevator. I think she's bending down trying to get something. I think she stands up. You see her. You sling her down. You kicked her. You grab whatever she had on the floor. Then you kicked her again. Then you tried to drag her. You realized you couldn't do it because you got so much in your hand, and you just performing with this towel on. And I'm not trying to be funny in this situation, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to bring humor so you can digest what I'm saying. Then she tried to leave. She then comes back to try to use the phone, and then you grab her, push her, then sits down with the same towel on. You ain't even bother to put boxes on, briefs or something. You still got the towel. Then you sit down and then throw something at her. Come on, man. First of all, now let me look at, I saw a YouTube, I forgot the name of the YouTube channel, but I think it had a judge on it. And it was basically speaking about the video, and it was saying about how he could still be incriminated on charges. And one of the charges is kidnapping, because she tried to leave the scene. And you then pushed her down, kicked her, and tried to drag her back. That's automatic kidnapping. Now, again, I am not playing the judge, the jury, or God in this situation. But all I'm saying is that's self-explanatory to me. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it shouldn't take more charges, which may come, more charges to get this guy incriminated. But anyway, then let's talk about this apology video, because I don't want to get too deep on that video, because like I said, never I don't care how mad you are with your spouse, girlfriend, whoever you with. If you got to put hands on them, you need to leave or allow them to leave. I mean, come on, man. You can't have that much control. But again, people with money feel like they're entitled. And that's how P. Diddy thought in that situation. He felt entitled. He thought he was just Mighty Joe Young type person to think that he's going to get away with something like that. The fact that it happened 8 years ago, and then the people that surround you, that obviously allowed it, they knew about it. You said they're saying that you allegedly paid $50K for the video, and now the hotel is closed. I forgot the name of it. Really don't matter, because they would have been looking suspect if they were still open. So obviously they took a pay bribe from you. They probably still got a copy of it, and you still paid for it. That's crazy. Now let's talk about this dumb apology that I don't know what you thought you was doing in that video, but it was so fake. So the thing that made it the biggest thing, and I'm looking at, not the biggest, but one of the biggest things I'm looking at in this video is When that video first came out on Friday, you then made that post, I think, on Sunday or Monday of just less than a week ago. You just made that post. I mean, yeah, you made that apology video, and no one was, I mean, even though people thought that was you, for you to come out and just admit it, that was already a strike to know that, okay, you know you messed up. So this, to me, I'm not a psychologist, but the way I'm looking at it is that you knew you had to do something. I'm pretty sure you were advised not to do that, but you knew you had to do something because you was looking real stupid. You're still looking stupid. You looking crazy, stupid, predator. Your list is going up. But anyway, you said in the video that you was effed up. Now, that's BS. First of all, you wasn't effed up. I don't even know how to even subscribe. I'm trying to choose my words carefully here. I don't want to curse or nothing like that. At the end, I'm just going to say this. We already knew that the apology was BS. You in the video, you're saying stuff like you was effed up, you was going to counseling. That was cap. You never broke a tear. If you've been through counseling, how did you not break a tear? Counseling should allow you to release the inner demons that's in you for you to function normally. So a normal person in that moment, if they would have seen themselves doing that, they would have had a little bit more sympathy. You had none. You had no sympathy at all. Then you was trying to fake cry. That's how come we already knew you was capping. Whoever advised you to do that, obviously ain't nobody advised you. You did it on your own because you knew you had to do that. But the crazy thing about it, you know what I'm saying, it was BS. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that and the fact that you're out, and I'm going to talk about this video that supposedly he was walking with King Los and another gentleman. I respect King Los, you know what I'm saying? I can't knock with Puff that. I don't know what their relationship is like. So I don't know the situation. But, to conclude off this video, I ain't trying to be too long. The fact that you being seen in person with Puff right now, nobody should want to be seen in person with Puff right now. So I don't know if y'all relationship is that deep for you to really have to be seen in person, especially a day after he dropped that BS apology. That was a bad look, bro. And I don't know if it's for clout. I don't know if it's, I don't know. Like, I don't know what direction you were trying to get from that, but there's no way. Obviously, y'all relationship is deep. And I'm not just harping on him. I'm talking about anyone. I'm pretty sure he's around people. The other guy that was in the video, I just don't know who it is. He in the same boat too. Like, maybe I know King Los may not be a bodyguard, but maybe the other guy was like a bodyguard. I don't know. Some type of security. I don't know. But for Puff to even want to be seen out in public right now, it lets me know that you wasn't apologetic on that video, nor are you sorry for your actions, because you've been doing it for so long. And plus, to be honest with y'all, just to keep it all the way real, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from the demon and that's in him, but it's a ritual shit. It's ritualistic. Excuse me. It's a ritual when it comes to certain things. Just like when they talked about Chris Brown and Rihanna. I'm telling you, I know it sounds weird, but if you studied the music industry, the one thing, I don't even talk about the music industry. This is what I want to leave with this. I just don't want us to get in a position to where we get desensitized when it comes to stuff like this. I think that's the word I want to leave for this video. I don't want us as society to be desensitized when it comes to stuff like this, because you don't want to feel like you're hating or something like that. No, there's no hate. You can't be hate. At this point, there is an awakening happening, And obviously this situation and everything else that's gonna happen this year, I'm not trying to say I'm a prophet, but I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be some crazy shit, crazy stuff, that's gonna go on this year in America. It's already happening. It's already happening. But to conclude again, Puff, you damaged your legacy, and then your son, bruh, come on, man. And, oh yeah, real quick, then 50 done, I think he sold a docuseries to Netflix. 50 been waiting on something like this. I don't know. I don't know. Did Puff really think that all this, he was going to get away scot-free with all this? Do people really feel that invincible? I need that. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to that, and comment. Do Puff really want to? Did he really think that he was going to get away with this like that? Man, it's crazy, man. You did that girl foul, man, and you did other people foul. You wilded out with that one, man. And for me to be a person that grew up watching you, since you came out. We talking, like I said, I can go back to the Uptown days, Andre Harrell. We talk about Casey and Jodeci and all that. Then you got the bad boy with the Faith Evans and the Carl Thomas, and it's just, you had a legacy, and then you basically you took all their money. Now you want to give them their publishing back. You was the wolf in sheep clothing the whole time. And you knew Biggie wanted to get away from you. That's why you probably had him killed, allegedly. Anyway, man, I'm out, man. Come on, man.